Scalzo, Zogby, and Wittig, Raymore and Flanagan, and Martin, Harding, and Mazzotti.
Coming up aboard the Express in boys hoops, the Whitesboro Warriors open their season at home against Ithaca.
Plus, an all-local matchup on the hardwood between the RFA Black Knights and the Camden Blue Devils.
But first, time for tonight's big game. The Utica College men's ice hockey team opens up a huge conference weekend at home. The Pioneers wearing awesome special jerseys for the Ride for Missing Children night. They hosted Utica native and former UC assistant coach Dominic Dawes and Stevenson.
First period, Utica opens the scoring. Brett Everson down the wing, dishes inside to Josh Haskin. Backdoor Brad Becker for the one-timer, his first of the season, and the Pioneers are up by 1.
After the Mustangs scored a tie it, UC has a power play. Daniel Fritz at the point slides to Zach Borsoy, who tees it up and blasts a rocket to the back of the net. Pioneers regain the lead 2-1.
With just over 3 minutes remaining in the opening stanza, Utica back on the attack. Borsoy feeds Jared Fitzpatrick streaking up the middle, and he sends a backhander to the twine. The Pioneers would head into the locker room up by 2.
To the second, more of the same from Utica. Borsoy takes the shot from the point. It stopped, but Haskin finds the loose puck and jams it home. The Pioneers are rolling. It's 4-1.
Less than 8 minutes into the period, UC strikes again. Check out this passing from the Pioneers. Tic-tac-toe. Sean Lynch finishes the beautiful play at the doorstep, and it's now a 5-1 contest. 2 minutes later, the onslaught continues. Borsoy stretch pass to Fitzpatrick, who comes in alone and risks in his second of the night.
Borsoy with a 4-point game. He led the Pioneers as they run away with this one. Final 7-1. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Express. Big win for the Utica College Pioneers and a historic win for the Utica College Pioneers. Gary Heenan, head coach of the Pioneers, his 250th career win. Congratulations to the man, the myth, the legend.
And what fashion, 7-1.
7-1.
Couldn't draw it up any better.
Could not.
And we're hoping he earns victory number 251 tomorrow night for the New York Sash Teddy Bear Toss contest. We're going to switch to the hardwood, though. The high school basketball season fully kicked off this week.
The Rome Free Academy Black Knights were at home tonight taking on the Camden Blue Devils in their season opener.
From tip-off, this one was all RFA. After using the full-court press to force a turnover, Condre Williams slices the defense all the way to the hole for the layup.
Down at the other end, the Blue Devils trying to get some offense going. John Plumley with the floater.
Then a few minutes later, Plumlee with the offensive board and the putback. He finished with 7 points on the night.
But RFA just too much to handle. Anthony Cuddy corrals the outlet pass out in front of the pack and lays it in for the easy 2. The Black Knights run up the score as they defeat Camden 103-36.
Over in Whitesboro, the Warriors opened their 2018-19 campaign at home, hosting Ithaca High School.
The Little Red on fire early. Chris Parker with the bounce pass to Ishmael Abdur Razag, who lays it in to cap off a 7-0 run to start the contest.
Whitesboro gets on the board halfway through the opening quarter, courtesy of Joe Panuccio, knocking down the corner 3, and the Warriors trail 7-3.
Second frame in transition, Colin McAndrew with the nifty move around his defender and in for 2. He led the way with 11 points for the Borough. They trail by 3.
The Warriors still playing catch-up, down 19-13. Zach Britt with the crossover drives down the middle. His shot is no good. Avery Cook with a couple of putback opportunities. Then finally, Cook gets it to go, plus the whistle. It would be a close one, but the Warriors fall 52-48 to Ithaca in their season opener.
Out in Clinton, the Warriors take on the New York Mills Marauders on the girls' side in the season opener for both teams.
Opening minute of the contest, New York Mills gets on the board first. Caitlin Osika drives baseline, then feeds to Gemma Jordan under the hoop for the bank-in. Marauders go up by 2.
Late in the frame, Mills is driving Abby Copperwheat with the stretch pass down court to Bree Taylor, who finishes it off at the hoop. That broke a tie. It's now 6-4 visitors.
Clinton hanging right in there, though, in the second. Off a rebound, Gianna Trunfio goes end-to-end, taking it all the way to the rack, where she puts it in for 2 and the foul. Slick play for the sophomore.
The Warriors keep it going from there. Trunfio tips the inbound, gathers, and then breaks free from the grasp of a defender before putting in the fadeaway. Wow. Gianna led all shooters with 22 points on the night as she helps Clinton open up with a 57-36 win.
Staying on the girls' side, the Proctor Raiders hosting the Corcoran Cougars to kick off their season.
The Raiders get on the board first. Nicole Kassab drains it from beyond the arc. Proctor up 3-0.
Few minutes later, Kasab directing traffic. Then she's going to lob it down low to Callie Kucherali for the layup, and that extends the Raiders' lead to 8-3.
But the Cougars would come roaring back. Tayaja Scott picks Zoli Acevedo's pocket and finishes it down at the other end. Right now, Corcoran is on top by 8.
Time winding down in the first half. Amari Leggett pushes it up the court, finds a wide open Kasab under the basket. She gets it to go at the buzzer, but Corcoran leaves Utica with the win. 57-33 is your final.
All right, that'll do it for the first period on Sports Express. A lot of basketball action.
Yes.
It's starting up. We're excited. Plenty more still ahead, though.
Yeah, after the break, we will introduce you to our first athlete of the week of the winter season. But first, let's check out other scores from around the area in our Sports Express Scoremaster.
If you want to join the conversation on Twitter, use hashtag. This is Sports Express Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Scalzo, Zogby and Wittig, Raymore and Flanagan, and Martin Harding and Mazzotti.
Welcome back to Sports Express. It's time now to unveil our latest athlete of the week.
Yeah, this player might be on the smaller size in stature, but he plays like a giant with a lot of heart. Let's meet him.
Logan Dorfman of the RFA boys ice hockey team is only a sophomore, although you wouldn't know that from his play. Dorfman opened the season with 3 points in the first 2 games, scoring the game-winning goal in both contests as he helped the Black Knights capture their first Bobby Cicotti Memorial Tournament title. The 10th grader said he was happy to contribute to the wins, but even more so that he was glad the Knights were finally able to win their home tournament.
It meant a lot to us, as we've been wanting to win this for many years, and then finally we got it. All my coaches tell me I gotta use my speed and aggressive, and if I keep moving my feet, it generates bigger hits and a better shot and better stick handling and everything.
Logan had a great weekend for us. I remember him coming to the office about a week ago and wasn't really finding the back of the net at practice and the scrimmages, and asked what he could do differently and things like that. And, he's just the type of kid, he's all go. I said, keep doing what you're doing. Your speed that you play with on the ice and the enthusiasm and passion that you play the game with really kind of gives us a lift. The goals will come, and luckily for us, they did come. His speed is one of the best in the league. He flies around everywhere, really disrupts things on the forecheck for us, really gives opposing teams a tough time, especially trying to get the puck out of our end. He's just all go, and I know I would not like to play against him if I was another team.
If you know of a high school athlete who deserves to be our athlete of the week, here's our contact info. Call, email, hit us up on Twitter, Facebook. This year we want everyone to join the party. Coach, AD, parent, teammate. Just send us who you would like to be nominated and why. Give us some stats and a story, and we'll give you a shot. All featured athletes will receive a plaque courtesy of CNY Awards and Apparel.
So how about this? Logan Dorfman, our athlete of the week,
Yes.
tonight against Genesee, 4 goals. Good pick, huh?
Right? I mean, I think we have a knack for this.
It's like we predicted it. 4 goals for Logan Dorfman as RFA beats
night.
Genesee. Just
Yeah.
another night at the office. That'll take us to our second intermission here on Sports Express. Still more to get to, though.
Coming up next, we'll head back to the ice as the Utica Comets look to get back in the win column as they take on the Belleville Senators.
This is Sports Express, brought to you by Scalzo, Zogby and Wittig, Raymore and Flanagan, and Martin Harding and Mazzotti.
Welcome back aboard the Express. We began with hockey and we'll end with hockey. Tonight, the Comets hit the road for the second game of their 4-game road trip.
After falling to the Binghamton Devils 4-2 on Wednesday, the Comets took on another North Division foe in the Belleville Senators tonight. To the CAA Arena in Belleville, Ontario, the Comets looking for their 10th win of the season.
Second period, Senators on top by 1. Comets in the offensive zone. Zach McEwen shot a stop, but Tanner Caro rifles it in from the sharp angle. Comets knot things up at 1.
2 minutes later, Comets take the lead. Michael Carconi uses the spin cycle to get around his defender. He's ultimately stopped, but Tony Cameronisi is on the doorstep to punch in the rebound. Utica with its first lead of the game. It's 2-1.
To the third now. After the Sens tie it up at 2, Jordan Murray rips a shot from the faceoff dot that gets past Thatcher Demko. Belleville would then add an empty netter as the Comets fall 4-2 for the second game in a row.
It's all about the stuffed animals tomorrow as the Utica College Pioneers host Chatham University in the 14th annual New York Sash Teddy Bear Toss game. Now it's sold out, but no worries. It will be broadcasted live right here on WKTV NBC. It's also going to be streamed on our website, WKTV.com. Our broadcast begins at 7. Puck drop is scheduled for around 7:05. You'll be on color.
That's
Ray
right.
Biggs
Ray
on the
Biggs.
call. I'll be sideline reporting. We'll also have full highlights and post-game coming up at 11 after that.
Second year we're doing this. Should be a lot of fun. Last year was awesome.
Yes.
They scored 125 into the game.
And then it just rained teddy
And then it
bears.
just
We can't ask for
rained
anything better.
Teddy bears. Exactly. That's it for us. We'll see you back here next Friday night for another edition of Sports Express.